everyone, and welcome to Roger E. Carlson Fieldhouse for CTN's live coverage of the 2021 Girls High School Basketball Season Opener as the Coon Rapids Cardinals host the Park Center Pirates. Joe Young, Howie Shapiro in a new location tonight, staying as socially distanced and COVID protocol as we can, and excited to see sports return for all of these high school kids.
We really are. I mean, it's an exciting time, obviously, for the kids to be able to play, because we talked about it last time. We weren't sure if we were going to get sports, and with COVID growing bigger by the day, precautions have to be taken, and we're in a different perch than we normally are. And obviously, as you mentioned, we're separated by a piece of plexiglass, which should have happened years ago. But I'm excited. I'm excited to watch these two squads.
Well, and the obvious change on the court is the addition of masks. We'll see if that plays a part in the amount of fatigue later in the game. But the Cardinals with a big challenge in front of them. This is a state tournament team a year ago in Park Center. They did lose some strong seniors, but they return plenty that can put the ball through the hole.
They really do. And as you mentioned, the state tournament team, they were 22-3. And Adelia McKenzie, a senior coming back, averaging almost 31 points a game and almost 10 rebounds a game. She is a dynamic player, and Cardinals defensively will need to know where she is on the court. They've got scorers on this team, but none better than that young lady right there.
Well, for the Coon Rapids Cardinals, they were a young squad last year, had a difficult season. They did lose a couple of seniors, but they also lost a couple of girls, one to a recurring injury, who would have been one of their top shooters this year. But they do return a lot, especially on the inside. A three-headed monster, really, underneath the teams will have to deal with.
Yeah, they're tall, no doubt about it. Nella Georgie's leading the way here. She's averaging almost 9 points a game and about 8 rebounds per game from a year ago. And you're right, you could have talked about any one of those three frontline players, because they're all good, they're all big, and it'll be interesting because Coach Wico said, I've changed up my defense from a year ago. We're going to run some transition. We're going to get an opportunity to get some shots, some open shots, and we're going to see. I mean, it's a good test for them coming in right to the season right away.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll see if that defense can hold against a very good Park Center Pirates squad. The Cardinals and the Pirates tip off on the 2021 season after this.
After quarantine, everyone's bound to look a little different. Some people gained a little weight, others lost some. Some had longer hair or a new beard. With Joe and Howie, it was a little different. Don't get me wrong, they acted like the same old Joe and Howie. But they came back with a different energy. But something was off.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Sports Night. I'm Joe Young. And I'm Howie Shapiro, and it really was.
Carlson Fieldhouse just about ready to tip it off between the Cardinals and the Pirates. Girls so excited, and talked to some coaches. I've talked to some players about the mask, and all of them have said the same thing. It's inconvenient, but we're going to do it, if that's what it means in order to play.
You first saw head coach Barb Metcalf, and there Tom Wico, head coach for, there's Coach Metcalf. And then Tom Wico, head coach for Coon Rapids. And yeah, this will be interesting. I mean, Park Center is a very athletic team. They're going to run the ball. They're going to pressure Coon Rapids.
Jenny and Tombway against Vanessa Sadu at the dot. And Tombway gets the tip, but it ends up with McKenzie, and she'll set the offense for Park Center. And she will open it up with a three-point shot that doesn't go. The rebound chance by Sadu was no good, but she's fouled and will go to the line to shoot two.
And one of the, I believe they call that on Georgie, one of the first keys that we talked about with, that I talked about with Coach Wico, is we have to stay out of foul trouble. And that's something that's very important for them tonight. Now they pick up an early infraction here.
A miss on the first one. Another chance for Sadu, and that rattles out as well. The rebound by Post. And up the near side comes Kalala. The shot off the mark. Post had another one roll off the top of the iron. Good smart play by Sink underneath.
Well, you know, and I think a big catalyst for this Cardinal team will be Benny Kalala this season, because they're going to rely on her, obviously, to run the offense. And, you know, she's a good ball handler, and she's going to try and find her big players underneath as this season continues on.
Nicole Post being called for a foul well away from the ball and any action.
Now we're just seeing how you blow a whistle with a mask on.
I'm surprised they don't all have electronic push button whistles at this point. Hard work in the post for Sadu, but it doesn't pay off. The rebound by Georgie, but the Cardinals turn it right back over, and Park Center gets another chance on offense.
Yeah, that's a good time. A good job by Georgie to get that rebound, and just she used her body to muscle the player away from the basket.
McKenzie finds herself some space and hits a 17-footer to open the scoring.
We talked about her in the opening. She's a dynamic scorer.
Kalala goes to her left hand, kicks it back up top for Post. Rowan Tom high on the right side. That pass was out of the reach of Post, and another turnover into a fast break for Lloyd. Fouled at the other end.
You're going to call that on Tombway. So that's a foul each on their three bigs. A couple of turnovers for Coon Rapids too, so Coach Wico wants to see, I'm sure, a little more clean play. Obviously, it's just 2-0, so he's not concerned about the score at this point.
This one rolls home for Lloyd. And she's able to hit them both, a 4-0 lead. But yeah, the fouls all going against your three post players may be a bit of a concern. And there's a jump into the lane by McKenzie. She's off to the races. We'll take Ntombwe to the hole, get the bucket and the foul. That's number 2 on Ntombwe right away, less than 3 minutes in, and McKenzie at the line to shoot the +1.
Yeah, and that's going to be a huge concern for Coach Wico here early on. Against a team like Park Center, who's going to run the court, going to be very athletic. They like to push the ball. They like to obviously score, and you see a nice job by McKenzie there to get the roll in the bucket. Gets that free throw as well.
7-0 the lead for Park Center. Kalala into the offensive end, and the Cardinals have to be able to get a good scoring opportunity, and B, convert. They got it, but then one and done.
Well, I like
that. Was wide open for Ntombwe. Maybe found out she was too open. McKenzie's shot misses. The rebound, the putback by Sadu won't go. It's tipped away, and McKenzie recovers it. And another look for Park Center on offense.
Yeah, and good work on the offensive boards for Park Center. They didn't get the bucket, but they were getting the rebounds and able to push the ball back out top and start over.
Well, and for Coon Rapids, their first couple of possessions were either one and done or not even getting a good shot off. McKenzie, an open look for 3. She drains it. She's got 8 of their 10. And a timeout for Coon Rapids early.
Yeah, and a pretty good timeout at this point, because you're down 10 points to a team that scores, can put the ball in the basket, and so you've got to figure something out on what you want to do and adjust on defense. And as you mentioned, not getting good looks yet on offense, but just nice moves onto the inside, then pushes it back out, and McKenzie with a nice 3 is nothing but net.
She's got 8 points. The game's barely 2 minutes old.
Yeah, a lot of action for Coon Rapids here this Thursday evening, and everybody is playing. I think you mentioned this may be the only home contest for the Cardinals.
Well, and I just looked down at the live feed for the boys hockey game. There was a face-off at center That typically means that someone scored. I'm not sure if it was a
They don't show a scoreboard.
for or against. I can't see the scoreboard.
See, you know, Joe Yund is multi-talented when he's calling a basketball game and a hockey game at the same time.
Armstrong Cooper, top 20, I think number 13 in the state in single A, hosting the Coon Rapids boys tonight. Girls basketball, Champlain Park, Coon Rapids starts tomorrow night. Good, strong coast-to-coast drive by Kalala, gets a foul, and will go to the line to shoot 2.
Oh, they just need to get on the board here.
First one's always the hardest. And that one rims out. Can't remember. I think swimming might be starting tonight too.
Yeah.
Shot. Second one is good for Kalala and Coon Rapids on the board. McKenzie at the other end. Right side for Sink. Into the middle and a bump. Kalala going to be called for the foul as she gave a little hip check to Tiana Lloyd at the top of the paint.
That will be the I believe the 5th team foul on Coon Rapids. Plenty of time left in this first half, and Cardinals mounting up a few fouls here.
Drive to the lane and the basket off the glass for McKenzie. She's into double digits.
Yeah, she's 10 of the 12.
And a foul before Ella Georgie got to the baseline. Kate Severson to inbound, gets it to Georgie at the free throw line. Works her way down, and that ball's stolen away by Sink. Sink pressured and gives up a bad pass. Severson is there, but the Cardinals turn it right back over as Lloyd jumps in. And another steal the other way as Ella Georgie was in that passing lane. This is, I think, a concern of every coach in the state of Minnesota.
Yeah.
Is, not much time to get everybody back to playing together. There's a good look from Kalala to Severson on the baseline. Cardinals' first free throw, or first field goal of the game.
Well, and we talked about Benny, and that was a beautiful pass to get her open. See, the Cardinals,
long throw downfield. It was disrupted at the last second by Janae Bennett. Quickly to the other end. Bennett has the open shot. It won't fall. Georgie has the rebound, contested underneath, able to rip it away and get it to Kalala. She has some trouble with it, fires it down court. Severson all alone. They had a 2-on-0, and Severson drops it in.
well, defensively, Coon Rapids just trying to limit Park Center to one opportunity, and you saw it there on that situation. Transition basketball, gave them the basket. 7-point lead for the Pirates.
3-point opportunity for Lloyd, won't go. The rebound by Sink, kicks it back out. Lloyd drives and is fouled, and I think this is going to go against Georgie. That's two against each, two fouls each on 2 of their big players inside, and you see the look of Tom Wieko, head coach. Lloyd able to hit the first.
Yeah, we talked about this team being a Park Center state tournament team, and Coach Metcalf was talking to us before the game, and she said, a lot of these players had that opportunity to play in that state tournament, so they bring some of that back here this year.
Second one off the mark, another rebound by Georgie. Cardinals on the run. Rowan Tom able to get her first points of the season.
Well, that's what they're trying to play, do a little more transition basketball, create shots for themselves, and you saw Tom with a nice bucket there.
Three-pointer off the mark, recovered in the corner, but out off of Nicole Post, and Park Center will get another chance.
Sid Kerr into the game for the Cardinals. well as Elia Wenzel for Park Center.
McKenzie top of the key, left side for Wenzel. Back around to the right side and Sink. Into the corner, Bennett will take the three. That one won't go. The rebound by Sink. Battles for it. Sid Kerr gets thrown hard to the floor after the whistle.
Yeah, she hit the floor hard, and she's okay. Good to see her get up, get back at it.
I'm not sure exactly what was called, but it ends up with Coon Rapids basketball. Kalala slowly across midcourt. Matten works against Wenzel. Right side, Severson finds some room on the baseline. That one won't fall. Sadu, the rebound, gets it to Sink. Ahead for Bennett. Park Center on the run again. That pass was tipped away and ends up out of bounds. Pirates will reset from the baseline.
Yeah, they had called a foul on Bennett earlier. That last trip down court.
Three-pointer off the mark for Wenzel. The rebound by Sid Kerr. Severson stripped by McKenzie. McKenzie on the run, has help. Bennett will touch it up and in.
Beautiful bucket there. And again,
timeout Park Center.
And again, in that situation, with McKenzie has the basketball, defensively, you have to be so concerned with what she's going to do. And again, the defender goes over, and just a nice little dish from her for the bucket.
And a good finish for
Bennett.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's the first point from the floor for someone other than McKenzie. She's got 10 of Park Center's 15. They lead 15-7. Just about 6 minutes in. End of the first period, boys hockey team trailing 1-0. They've been outshot 11-1.
Yeah, and
now
11-1. Now you can see it. Okay, good. 11-1.
Oh, they're not resurfacing.
They're just
Looks
going
like they're just having a break, a 1-minute break at the bench,
and then just starting
moving on.
Second. Okay.
It will be an interesting season on so many levels, but that is different venues are going to have different criteria, restrictions, processes, precautions, what have you in place for how they operate. Certain things will be consistent, I think, throughout the state of Minnesota as far as, fans are supposed to be cleared and then have to re-enter between varsity and between junior varsity and varsity contests. We saw that the same way in the fall, even for outdoor events soccer. So that's not entirely surprising, but we'll see what changes we see in again the mask rule, especially for basketball and hockey that are such athletic, aerobic sports, and also require a lot of communication.
Yeah.
That it is made much more difficult by the mask.
I think it's just a matter of the players getting used to them and adjusting on court.
McKenzie finds room in the middle. Her shot won't fall. Great job staying with it by Sadu. A third chance. She gets a foul on post. And now all three bigs for Coon Rapids have 2 fouls each.
Yeah, and that that's a tough situation. That's the 7th team foul for the Cardinals.
Well, and Coon Rapids knows you're up against a tough opponent, a state tournament team. The one advantage you have coming in is the height you have underneath, and early on saddled with fouls all the way across that front line.
Yeah, it makes it difficult to play your game when you're in foul trouble, and obviously just 2 on each. And we'll see how they adjust as this game continues.
Sadu misses them both, but it's tipped right to Sink, and Park Center gets to set up their offense again. Sink into the post, and now the foul is against Severson defending Sadu will put her right back at the line to shoot a 1-and-1.
So that'll be her first, team 8th.
Sadu hits the first and earns the second. Second one won't fall. Nicole Post able to control the rebound, get it over to Rowan Tom. And Coon Rapids a chance to get into the offensive end. Left side for Kerr, back up top. Tom will hand it off to her again. Kalala to Severson, back to the top. Rowan Tom trying to go inside the post, sent it a little too high out of bounds, and a turnover back to Park Center.
I was talking to trainer Jeremy Shepard before the game, and I said, how are the athletes adjusting to the mass on court? And he said conditioning really has been the biggest thing. It's tough, when you're limited on what you can do.
Three-point opportunity is good for Sink.
Sink sank the shot.
19-7 the lead for Park Center. Kalala kicks it out to Post. An open look from 10 feet is good.
And that's what Benny brings. I mean, she drives the basket, takes a defender with her, and just a nice dish to Post, who's relatively alone.
Jump shot won't go for Bennett. The rebound by Severson. Kind of throws me off when I look at the monitor because the cameras are on the opposite side of the. Rowan Tom is fouled. She'll go to line to shoot 2. That should be number 2 on Bennett, I believe. But just 3 as a team for Park Center. Tom's first is a little bit long. And here we are.
Yes, here we are is correct.
It's kind of like having a private suite up here now.
I kind of like it. Where's the food, though? We need some food.
That part would be nice. Tom misses them both. Post got the rebound. Looked like some contact.
I thought so too.
No call. And McKenzie back the other way. Left side. The shot is long for Lloyd. And stepping out of bounds after the rebound was LaShantis Baggett.
And good hustle by Baggett too. She just couldn't keep her foot in bounds, but she beat the Cardinal player to the basketball.
Kalala will set it up for the Cardinals. Tipped away and taken away by Lloyd. Lloyd leads the rush with the left-hand shot. Won't go. The rebound by Kalala trying to get out of some traffic. McKenzie had her boxed in. And a timeout called. No, foul called. It's going to go against McKenzie.
Yep. That'll be her first. She's been a little cold. She started out hot, has 10 points in the game, but hasn't scored in a little bit.
She's been dishing.
She has been dishing.
Kalala gets it through the tip to Post. Post trying to get underneath. She is fouled. This one is going to go against McKenzie as well.
Yeah, a couple of quick fouls on their leading scorer, leading rebounder and scorer from a year ago.
There you see the reach in and the slap on the wrist. Certainly got some leather as well, but Severson turns, shoots. That's off the mark. Sink tracks down the rebound for the Pirates. In the middle, the shot won't go. Ball tipped away and recovered by Deanna Washburn.
Again, the Cardinals defensively just that time limiting again to the one shot.
Reach in is going to be called against LaShantis Baggett. Oh, no, it's called against the Cardinals.
That's good. Post. That's her
Number
third.
3.
Yeah. She's going to have to come out. And
Jenny and Tomboy will come in playing with 2.
Yeah, she has to be careful here. 9:02 left in this first half. She doesn't want to pick up her third.
Just now hit the halfway point.
Yeah.
Sadu will put it on the floor, kicks it back out. Lloyd has to come back to recover that one. Back in. The turnaround shot by Sadu won't go. Good box out, but it got away from Washburn. It's a tie up on the floor. Jump ball, possession arrow favors the Pirates. Lloyd up top will back out. Get it over to Baggett. Sadu back to Lloyd. Sadu will take the 15-footer, use some glass, and put it home.
So you had talked about the girls' team. They do open their tomorrow at state champion Andover.
Yeah.
QCTV will be carrying it live. And we did find out, according to the state of Minnesota, they're not having teams resurface.
I've heard a lot back and forth about whether there will be, because for high school level play, both boys and girls, that's going to get really snowy. By the third period.
That's Eric Strauss sent me that text telling me that that was the rule mandated by the state of Minnesota. Things could change though.
It's going to make the games go faster.
Yeah. And maybe that's one of the reasons they want to do it.
Well, I applaud the State High School League for the efforts they have gone through to ensure a season took place. We hope, upon hope, that it will continue and complete.
Yes, we hope so.
We're hoping to see state tournaments for all of the winter sports happen safely. Baggett able to hit 1 of 2. 22-9 the lead. Driving is in Tomboy, and that one just rolls out. The rebound by Chapman. Back the other way. Lloyd scores on the break.
Again, nice transition basketball by Park Center. Beat the defense down court for Coon Rapids and able to get the bucket.
And Tomboy will get the foul and go to the line to shoot 2. Not sure if this will go against Sink. Nope, it's going to go against Shadazelyn Chapman.
And good transition feed from McKenzie. Nice dish.
She's got to add up the
assists as well. Triple-double. Double, triple, triple-double.
And Tomboy's first free throw, hard off the back iron. Camille Washburn now in for Coon Rapids. And Tomboy able to make 1 of 2. Cardinals into double digits.
Park Center holding a comfortable 14-point lead at this point in the game.
Sadu posting up, kicks it to the back door. McKenzie elevates and scores.
Yeah, and she called it. She was alone on the wing. Defense a little struggle there.
Still 1-0 Armstrong in the boys hockey game. 9:43 to play in the second period. The Wings currently outshooting the Cardinals 17-2.
Can't score goals if you don't get shots on them.
Pirates patient. get it underneath. Good movement, but the shot won't fall for Sadhu. Rebound tipped around and will end up out of bounds off of the back of Jenny and Tomboy.
Yeah, players just, taking a little breath.
Well, and
it's got to be taxing.
Again, being able to try and communicate with your team members. Lloyd misses everything on the three-point shot. Cardinals will have it underneath their own basket.
Tom and Georgie back in for the Cardinals.
A little full court pressure from Lloyd on Tom. Underneath to Washburn, but waiting for was Sadhu. She ties it up. Cardinals will keep it on the possession arrow.
Even though the fact that Cardinals keep that ball, great defensive
Very
play
good
by Sadhu.
Yep. Well, and it started with the pressure. Oh, too far underneath was Ella Georgie off the bottom of the backboard. Driving the other way is McKenzie, and she scores. And Tomboy extra cautious to not pick up her third.
And again, she's got a nice acceleration to the basket. Good control underneath. She has 14.
Ella Georgie inside and Tomboy, and she will get the foul on Sadhu and go to line to shoot two.
Nice bucket there. Again, just good control.
Well, and again, and I think she probably knew and Tomboy is going to be extra cautious and just kind of wave at her as she goes to the basket. You can't risk that. Getting another.
Getting her third would really put the Cardinals in a tough situation.
Absolutely. And Tomboy able to hit them both.
3 for Jenny so far in the night.
And a big block right there on Sadhu. Cardinals recover it. Mashburn will wait for traffic to clear. Rowan Tom will bring it to midcourt. Trying to get away from Lloyd on the left side. Mashburn a long three. That one's off the mark. That was Delana. And now the other way goes McKenzie. She pulls up. The shot won't fall. Gets her own rebound. And just drives back in, and that won't go. Cardinals finally able to control. And
that's too bad. She had a nice look from the stripe and able to get that rebound and go to the bucket. Just
for Coon Rapids, you cannot give her that much room.
Nope.
The fact that both of those A-plus chances did not fall for her is a miracle, really. Three-pointer by Georgie is off the mark, and Lloyd got tripped up as Mashburn's feet got mixed in with hers. She went down pretty hard, but looks like she's going to be okay.
Yeah, certainly unintentional.
Put Lloyd at the line to shoot two. Able to hit the first. She's got 6 in the game.
Yep. Severson back in for the Cardinals.
(30-12) the lead for Park Center.
Are they going to call it?
I thought that was a pretty clean
Georgie?
pick from Ella Georgie, but that is going to be her third. Looked to me like she was pretty set and not moving. But
I don't think she agrees with it either.
Not the way the officials saw it. And that is serious foul trouble for the Cardinals. McKenzie thought about it, now drives instead and scores.
Just really good body control for Mackenzie. She has 16, 20-point lead for the Pirates.
And Tomboy turns, looks for help, back out to Washburn, down low. Shot won't fall for Ella Georgie. Mackenzie on the run again.
Oh, what a dish.
Feeds it through traffic. The shot just won't fall for Baggett, though.
That's unfortunate. That was a beautiful.
And this foul is going to be number 3
dish
against Bennett.
I mean,
wow.
Look at his feet.
I saw her running down court. I didn't know if Mackenzie would be able to thread that needle or even try, and she did.
So you're right, that was Bennett's third, team 9th.
1-1 for Ntombwe. And she'll earn the second.
She has 4. She has 4. Georgie has 4. No, you got to hit those free throws.
No, Severson has 4.
Oh,
that's
I'm looking
3.
At the wrong. I saw.
That's
okay,
3
yeah,
with
yeah,
1
yeah.
foul.
With a
3-point attempt is good. That was Aaliyah Wenzel.
So far, Park Center controlling the action in this this first half, doing a fair amount, whatever they want to do once they get the basketball.
And Ntombwe throws it up and won't go. She gets her own rebound and puts it home.
Nice job by Jenny as she follows that shot.
Sadu coming off. I don't know. She took maybe took an elbow
I
to the
think
nose.
so.
Needs a little breather. Shadeja Lynn will come in and Shadeja Lynn Chapman will come in and take her spot. Fights for the rebound. It is tied up. And possession arrow favors the Pirates. Kenzie kicks it back out. Sink will work her way up top, trailed by Rowan Tom. Right side for Baggett. Good drive to the hole, and she scores.
Yeah, really nice drive. Really, really good body control as well.
Washburn kicks it back out. A foul is called, and Severson will go to the line to shoot at 1-1. Oh, no, she'll go to the line to shoot 2. That's number 10.
Yep. And when you're down by, now by 20, you've got to be able to hit your free throws. You get that opportunity. You got to make them all count if you want to climb back into this game.
Severson able to hit them both. Leads the Cardinals with 6. Oh, I take that back. And Ntombwe now has 7.
Yep.
Mackenzie drops it off, and the basket is good for Chapman. Yeah, her ability to create opportunities for other players is pretty impressive as well.
Yeah, because you have to be so concerned about her offensively.
Not to mention she's got 16 in the first half. There's a steal, the breakaway.
Make it 18. She's pretty good.
Kalala driving and gets the foul. It's going to be called against Baggett, and we'll put Kalala at the line to shoot 2. Kalala hits them both. A little more than 2 minutes remaining in this first half, 41-20. It has been all Park Center. Good movement, sink and open look for three, and she hit it.
Yeah, you're right by the movement. Good job of moving the ball around the court. Gets it to sink, and she hits the three. She has 6.
Sink nearly had the steal, called for the foul instead.
That'll be her second.
So put Camille Washburn. Why do you keep?
It's Jamal Mashburn. You're thinking
Camille
Mashburn.
Washburn. Rarely does my dyslexia flip a W over into an M, but you know, I guess tonight's the night.
Tonight, well, you know, it's got to be a first for something.
I'm gonna blame it on the red on black programs that I'm working off. That's my excuse. It's not good, but it's all I got. Camille's first points of the season come from the free throw line. And right back on the attack are the Pirates. And now Camille with the steal. Ahead to Severson and Tombway in the paint alone. A great look from Severson, a strong finish from an Tombway.
Yeah, Jenny has 9.
McKenzie, three-pointer, just short. Coming in and being aggressive for the rebound, but maybe a little too aggressive, was LaShantas Baggett. And she gets the foul.
No.
Oh, it's called on Jenny and Tombway.
Yeah,
that's her third. That's 3 on each of the bigs.
Yep.
There's not a lot on the bench for the Cardinals either, just in sheer numbers. End of the second period, boys down 2-0, being outshot 26-4.
Oh, that's not good.
Well, 2-0 ain't bad.
No, but you want to get more than 4 shots on goal through 2 periods.
You would like. Driving is Kalala, and she is fouled. She'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Park Center players
I guarantee way too many fouls for both coaches.
Oh,
likings.
Absolutely.
But you kind of expect it again after, you know, these kids sat around for 6 weeks.
They did.
Maybe some, hopefully all, stayed in shape. Not likely all. Hopefully most stayed in shape and things, but only 8-9 practices before game 1. It doesn't give you a lot of time to work things out.
And you're not scrimmaging, which you normally do in a normal season.
Kalala hits 1 of 2. Pirates with the rebound. And they get down court quickly, each and every time. McKenzie will slow things down. Left side for Baggett. Into the middle, lost the handle. Rowan Tom comes up with a loose change.
A good job defensively there by the Cardinals to give her trouble and force the turnover.
Scramble on the floor. Turns into a 2-on-1 behind the back pass. And the finish for Tiana Lloyd.
Boy, she's so good. I mean, take out the scoring aspect of it. She's just such a good dynamic player. All facets of her game.
Long three-pointer for Kalala is well off the mark, and that was after the buzzer from more than midcourt by McKenzie, but a real nice first half. 18 points to lead the way, and a couple of pretty impressive assists in there as well.
Very much so.
And a huge 47-25 lead for the Pirates as we reach the break. We'll take a break, come back, and see some first half highlights after this. You're watching live coverage of girls high school basketball on CTN.
Watching your favorite Cardinal sports live is getting even easier. Whether it's CTN Cable Channel 859, the CTN Facebook and YouTube pages, or now live on our Twitter page. You choose how you want to watch Cardinal Nation. With CTN, you'll be able to catch all the big plays, all the emotion, and all the fun of Coon Rapids sports. CTN Coon Rapids, stay connected.
Back at the Roger E. Carlson Fieldhouse, it's been all Park Center through the first half. It's 47-25, and it's really been about Adalia McKenzie. She had 18 points in that first half, and a couple of pretty impressive assists as well. Just a couple of steals. She's had the full basket.
Yeah, he has all around really good game, and you know, she's very dynamic.
Cardinals a very slow start, but finally started getting some looks and putting the ball in the basket. Some good points off the bench for Caitlin Severson. Jenny Ntombwe is leading the way with 9 points for Coon Rapids. But some serious foul trouble with Ntombwe, Ella Georgie, and Nicole Post with 3 fouls each for the Cardinals.
Yeah, that'll affect them obviously in the second half. And really, you look and really could expect it, some sloppy play by both teams. A lot of fouls, 10 on each in the first half. And so those are some of the things that both coaches are going to want to clean up in the second.
And I should say, I apparently was, even though it said live, I was watching the wrong hockey feed. I was watching the JV game this whole time. Varsity game is tied at 1-1, and shots are far closer. I think I saw
that's good to hear.
12-5 or something like that. So low shot totals on both sides.
Yeah.
But I'm on the right channel now.
That's good.
And, of course, the basketball game gets my primary attention, and we will have the second half right after another break. You're watching live girls basketball on CTN.
Did you know you can report problems to the city with your smartphone? Download the Coon Rapids app. The Report It feature allows you to describe the problem, snap a photo, and submit it directly to the city work order system. It's an easy way to report a pothole, broken street light, or other neighborhood concern. No smartphone? Then hop online and report your concern through the city's website. City maintenance problems solved the easy way. Coon Rapids Report It.
Back at the barn, season opener, and the state tournament team from a year ago in Park Center looking like things are firing pretty well in the season opener, but she has been impressive. Adalia McKenzie, not just in her scoring, but in getting everybody else involved and really setting the tempo. And they have played fast.
They have.
Every time they get the ball, they are down court in a hurry with numbers. And Coon Rapids has been able to get some wide open looks and get behind their defense a couple of times. Have not cashed in as many times as they would like. Biggest concern has to be the number of fouls, as all 3 of their bigs, Post, Ntombwe, and Georgie, are all on the court with 3 fouls.
That'll be interesting when
Rowan Tom, open look for 3. It won't fall. Long rebound controlled by Sink.
When Park Center's on offense, let's see if they go after those 3 bigs and try and get them to pick up that 4th foul.
Would make sense. Turnaround jumper is good for Sadhu.
Yeah, nice job by Sadhu as she's able to get leverage on Post, and Park Center scores the first bucket here in the second half.
Coon Rapids being a little more patient on offense. I thought that was something they needed as well. Georgie sinks the three-pointer from the corner. Her first points of the night.
Yeah, which is surprising. Obviously, foul trouble has a lot to do with it. But, you know, she was averaging a little over 8 points a game, close to 8 points a game anyway last year.
Post is going to pick up number 4 as McKenzie went right at her.
Yeah, well, that's kind of what I thought they would do. You know, get those players out of the game. So now foul number 4 puts Post in a tough situation.
McKenzie high on the left side. Post staying in the game with that 4th foul. Three-pointer for McKenzie, nothing but net.
Again, just nice step back, drained it. From a long distance, 21 points on the night.
Kalala looking to answer from long range, and that one up over the backboard and out of play.
Well, she kind of had a good look at it as we're going to get another look at McKenzie's three-point. So, again, just step back a little bit and nothing but net. She's kind of good.
Right side for Sink. Go back to Sadhu, and Sadhu gets number 4 against Ella Georgie.
Wow.
Cardinal defense forces the 5-second violation and gets the turnover under their own basket.
Severson back in for Georgie with her 4 personals.
Kalala hands off to Ntambwe. Georgie will leave with her 4.
Yep.
Cross court, Kalala drives to the lane, shot won't go. Post gets the rebound and the follow.
Yeah, and that's what they're looking for from Post, is that ability to clean up the basket, clean up the board and get the bucket. She did so, nice offensive rebound.
Driving McKenzie, she scores again.
Yeah, she's so good from outside. She's very aggressive on the inside, and she makes it look easy.
Little fake for Post, finds some room. Her jump shot won't go. Got her own rebound and put it home.
Yeah, good play by Post as she's able to follow that miss. Park Center with a 22-point lead, and that's what is at the half. So Cardinals have been able to cut into it.
Inside, and Post able to get in the passing lane and get the takeaway. And Tombwe will drive and score. Good body control on her part.
A nice job to get the turnover and then the bucket. 20-point lead now for Park Center.
Back up top, Lloyd to Sadhu inside. She goes high off the glass and through.
Yeah, that time the Cardinals couldn't get that defensive rebound, and second chance opportunities gives Park Center the bucket.
Foul will put Nicole Post at the line to shoot 2. First one is clean through.
And Tomboy back in with her 4 personals.
And Post hits them both.
And she has 8 for the evening. Oh. So good.
Even in high traffic, somehow she puts it up and through. Yeah, Tomboy only has 3 fouls.
Oh, yeah.
I guess Post only has 3.
Yeah,
That's
I know.
why she stayed in.
I'm not sure
where
there
were 3 in the first.
I thought so too. Tomboy with the bucket. She has 13 points on the night. Pretty good outing for her so far.
Lloyd has it poked away by Kalala on the run to the other end. Lets Lloyd go by and puts it home.
Yeah. Good job by the Cardinals. Take the ball away, get the bucket, lead down to 18.
Three-pointer for McKenzie is short. Kalala gets the long rebound. Pushes it ahead for Severson into the middle, and Tomboy alone, and she is fouled by the late charging Trinity Clark. Little pickpocket by Kalala. And then a smart play to just stop.
Yep.
Let Lloyd go by. Get the easy basket.
Well, that's what they love about her. She does a nice job running the offense for the Cardinals, and she can make things happen like that.
Tomboy's first is short. Able to hit the second, though. And the Cardinals take a timeout.
58-41 with 12:24 remaining. Park Center in the lead. Red getting some love from the home team across the way.
Yeah, the crowds will be much different, obviously.
Yes.
And that will change again from venue to venue as different places are going to have different restrictions. Not going to see a lot of student sections,
nope,
unfortunately, because with most it's limited to 2 per athlete. You have to have those people on the list. If mom and dad are both able to come, that's not going to leave room for friends. I know that I'm sure that any extra tickets they try and get some of those other students a chance to get in and see the games too, because it's always nice to have the friends there.
It is.
It's always good to see mom and dad and even grandma and grandpa get a chance to come to games as well, but you love to get cheered on by your peers.
You do, and nothing about this year has been normal.
Well, this year is really only 2 weeks old.
Well, yeah. Last year wasn't normal. So far this year certainly hasn't started out being normal.
Sinks three-pointer off the mark. Rebound to the corner. Captured by Lloyd. McKenzie cross court. Bennett wants 3. That won't go either. Sadu able to tip, get the rebound, spin back in and score.
Well, yeah.
That's a pretty impressive move.
It was. And then Tomboy underneath has to be careful, obviously. She has 3.
Kalala's pass tipped by Bennett. Loose ball recovered by Nicole Post in the backcourt. Kalala back for Post, kicks it out. Three-pointer for Tom is off the mark and falls right in the lap of McKenzie. Post nearly had the steal. Fast drive. Couldn't put it home this time, though.
She's quick, though.
Sink got in the way. Scrambles, and Tomboy on the floor. the foul will go against Sink. Sink's questioning.
That'll be her third.
Messy exchange and a turnover by the Cardinals.
Yeah, again, first game of the year. There are going to be some things you need to work on.
Sink gets it back up top to Baggett. McKenzie an open look for three. She's got another one.
Tickled the twine.
28
Yeah.
in this season opener. Kalala backs out, tried to push it into post. Bennett got in the way, but stepped on the line. And the Cardinals get another chance.
Back in the game for the Cardinals, number 1, Sid Kerr.
Sid Kerr will check back in for the Cardinals. Rowan Tom, quick three from the corner is good.
Yeah, nice job to find the open look. She has 5.
Offensive foul away from the ball. It's going to go against Sadu.
That'll be her second. That's the fourth team foul for Park Center.
And Tomboy in the post, shot won't go. McKenzie the rebound, quickly on the move. Baggett behind the defense, scores with the left hand.
Yeah, good job by Baggett to get behind the defense, all alone underneath.
That pass off the fingertips of Tomboy out of bounds, back to the Pirates. Boys hockey season opener, 1-1 tie after 2 periods.
Yeah, playing
now that I'm
Armstrong
watching the right
tough.
game.
We were watching a team from Iowa.
What was the right rink? It said live on it. Somehow it was not live. Jump shot is good for Bennett. Driving his post, gets the foul on Bennett.
I think that's her 4th.
I believe so.
Yeah. Yep. She's number 4. She has 4 fouls and 4 points.
Not able to see the visitors' numbers as well from my current perch. It's behind the basket for me. Bennett will check out, replaced by Helen Ben. Post able to hit 1 of 2. Sadu spins to the lane and scores off the glass again.
Yeah, she's got a nice spin move. We've seen a couple of baskets that way. She has 11.
6'2", just a sophomore. And Tomboy working against her. Sadu gets the block. Cardinals will start again underneath the basket. Post in the post, turns but can't get it to fall. Baggett has the rebound quickly to the other end, leaves it with McKenzie. McKenzie drives and scores.
Yeah, no chance there. She's so quick. And she saw that opening. There was a little bit of a lapse on the defense, and she took advantage of it. She only has 30.
The lead is 26, 71-45.
Yeah, she averaged
8:46 to play.
We talked about it. She averaged almost 31 points a game last season. And there's she has 30 already, and there's 8:46 remaining here in the half.
Well, she did that as a junior.
Yep.
Behind some very talented seniors.
Very talented.
And you don't get the ball quite as much when you have those players on your roster.
Yeah, but if you're scoring 30 points, even with those talented players, you're
still
doing something
getting
right.
Plenty of.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, she's impressive, and it's fun to watch again. Not only the way she scores, because she scored from all over the floor in all different manners tonight, but I've been more impressed with the way she has gotten everyone else involved, and just really set the whole tempo for both her team and the game.
Well, Park Center had 4 players last year in double figures, and she had averaged, like I said, almost 31. The next player averaged about 15. She also averaged 9.5 boards. Did Adelia McKenzie.
Losing part of her braid as we get late into the game. That's a lot of hair. We have
really
a lot of girls that play with a lot of very long ponytails coming out tonight. Baggett steps into lane, gets the steal. Pass eludes Sadu. The Cardinals will come back with speed the other way. Kalala to post. She is fouled and will have to earn it from the stripe. Aaliyah Wenzel making sure she doesn't get the easy basket. Oh, no foul.
No.
Clean block out of bounds. Getting up and stealing it is Sadu. The pass goes right through the hands of Helen Ben, though, just out of her reach.
A little bit too much.
Turn it right back over.
And she also got behind the defense just a little bit too much on that pass. So McKenzie's going to come out of the game with 30.
She's earned a break.
She has.
Post spins. The hook shot is good. She's had a strong second half.
She really has. She has 11 now.
9 here in the second half. Three-pointer will not fall for Crushin. Cardinals get the rebound. And Tombwe cross to Kalala. Into post. Nice move to find room, and she scores again.
Yeah, she's been very active, as you mentioned, in this second half.
She's had the last 5 for the Cardinals and now leads the team with 14 points. I believe she's second in scoring in the game behind McKenzie. Right, Sadu's got 11. Is that what it says? Can't see that.
Yeah, she has 11, but and Tombwe has 14.
Oh, you're right.
Now she has 16. Lead is 20 for the Pirates. 6:42 remaining in the contest.
Three-pointer again off the mark for Crushin. The rebound by Ntombwe. And here's Kalala. Ahead to Ntombwe in the front court. Rowan Tom on the right side now. Nicole Post down low. And back up top now, Severson will try to drive. Fouled before the shot. And LaChantisse Baggett getting the foul. Number 6 against Park Center. And, hey,
only two on the Cardinals.
Yeah, I was going to say, Coon Rapids has done a much better job in this second half. A great move by Jenny and Tomboy underneath, gets the basket and the foul. They've played really better in just about every facet here in the second half.
They really have.
That's all you can ask, right? Make those improvements. But it's been night and day as far as the fouls. Remember, that foul against Ella Georgie came in like the first minute of this half. So I think Cardinals, both of their fouls came early in this half. So just about 5 minutes left, only 2 fouls. Unable to complete the three-point play, and Tomboy lets it roll off.
Yeah, Jenny's had a really nice game here tonight.
Lloyd for 3. Won't fall. Ella Georgie with a rebound. Her pass knocked away out of bounds by McKenzie. Say, I prefer the braids. If you're going to have hair all the way down to your waist, I prefer the braids. And why? Yep. Why is that, Shapiro?
I suppose it's probably just easier. That doesn't get in your way quite as much, but I don't know. Why do you think?
It's easier because I can see their numbers.
Oh, I should have guessed. Sorry, it's all about you.
Yes. And Tomboy down low, goes to the right hand, a little too hard, gets it right back. She's fouled, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. Crushing there on the hold. But yeah, I'm just surprised. I mean, we have 4 players, I think, that have waist length braids or ponytails. It's rare that you see that many that are that long. And all creative. Many different braids.
Very much so.
Put some effort in for the season opener.
Yep. Got to look good. If you look good, you play good.
That's what I always say.
Yep.
Tomboy able to hit them both.
Yeah, she has 20. It's an impressive outing for the first game of the season for the junior.
And granted, Park Center hasn't shown as much urgency. They've got some other players in here in the second half, but for the most part, they've played their big dogs, and the Cardinals have just played a much better second half than they did the first, and have actually cut into the lead that was that the Pirates had at the half. McKenzie inside, wide open basket for Chapman.
And again, you had 2 players on McKenzie, and that allows Chapman to sneak underneath the basket, and McKenzie finds her with the pass.
Well, the Cardinals had scored 10 straight to that point. Georgie's shot had a little too much on it. The rebound by Lloyd will hand off to McKenzie, and she will bring it into the front court. Get a pick, back out, 3-pointer is off the mark. And Nicole Post just wisely lets it go out of bounds. Good effort by Chapman. Shadeja Lynn Chapman. Got to say that name a couple of times. Sweet name. Benny Kalala into the front court.
McCrushen with the infraction. That's a 9th team foul on Park Center.
1-1 for Benny Kalala. Hits the first.
Atlantis Brown checking into the lineup for Park Center, and she's just a freshman.
Love the name.
Yep.
Love the hair even more.
I do love the hair. It's great.
It's like having a Powerpuff Girl on the team. Park Center back on offense. Sink right side for Brown. In the middle. And a good defensive effort from Ella Georgie to disrupt the shot from Shadaza Lynn Chapman. Kalala inside, and Tombwe turns and scores.
Yeah, just a great job finding in Tombwe. Benny with a nice little pass over the top of the defense to get it to her. And Jenny has 22.
Wide open look for Lloyd. The three-point shot won't go. The rebound for Casey Beck. New into the game, all the way down court. All alone is in Tombwe, and she scores.
Cardinals are going to call a timeout, trailing 73-61. And you talked about it earlier, that a night and day difference between halves for this Coon Rapids team. They look like a different ball club in the second half.
And again, a part of it, I think, is Park Center has called off the Dogs a little bit, and they have, gotten some more players into the lineup. But Coon Rapids playing with a lot more confidence, a lot more cleanly here in the second half, moving the ball more efficiently, being typically more patient on offense, and then taking advantage when they can of opportunities like that to get someone behind the defense. Great look down court from Benny Kalala. And a good finish by Tombwe, again, 24 points in the contest. And that means good things for the future. Again, this is just game one. And coming into this contest, you knew you were a heavy underdog against a very talented Park Center squad. And as that first, especially the start of that first half, I'm sure was a little concerning for Coach Tom Wico and his staff, as they were committing too many fouls. They were turning the ball over. They weren't getting in position to rebound either offensively or defensively. They were just being dominated on the boards at both ends. But got a little bit better at the end of the first half, and it's certainly much, much better here in the second.
Well, yeah, whatever Coach Wico said to him at the break obviously worked.
Kalala kind of threw that one up on a prayer. Lloyd rips the rebound away. And I think Kalala's going to end up, no. They're going to give the foul to Beck.
Yep.
Atlantis Brown checks back out. Sink will control across midcourt. Under 3 minutes remaining. Chapman into the post. McKenzie back out. Sadu to Sink to McKenzie. McKenzie is fouled by Kalala. That's just number 4 against the Cardinals.
Yeah, Kalala, actually her 4th. Yeah, carried the ball.
Back trying to feed it through. And able to recover it was Georgie, but then her pass tipped away and taken away by the Pirates. Sink will set up on the right side again, up top for McKenzie. Left side for Lloyd. Sadu back out. McKenzie wants 3 more.
Won't get it.
Will not go. Ella Georgie down low, turns to the right hand, gets the roll for the basket. And it's down to a 10-point lead.
Yeah, they've done a really nice job of cutting that lead. It was at 22 at the break. I believe it got as high as 24 at one point. And Coon Rapids, even though, and you mentioned it, there were a lot of second-team players in for the Pirates, but
well, they have outscored the Pirates 20-3 or 20-2 since they were down 71-45. Oh, so 18-2. Me math good. Either way, it's been an impressive run.
It has.
And, you know, now just under 90 seconds remaining, you're in a position where you got a couple of fouls to give. You could make this into a one-possession game potentially with a couple of quick stops and a couple of quick buckets. Meanwhile, over at New Hope Ice Arena.
Meanwhile, back in New Hope.
The little bit of a scramble around the net early in the third period.
Still 1-1.
Still 1-1. Looked like the Armstrong boys were starting to celebrate, but the ref said no goal. And there was some pushing and shoving, but mostly cordial as they separate. McKenzie weaves her way through and does not get it to fall on the reverse layup, but will get the foul and go to the line to shoot two.
And again, I mean, her step is just so quick as she goes to the basket. It's tough as a defender to do anything and react to that. Oh, that's Georgie's fifth. So she'll foul out. I believe she had 8.
McKenzie able to hit them both. Cardinals gave up 2 points on that trip, but did not take a lot of time off the clock. And you know, this is not a game that at the halftime, you know, a lot of people would have seen they won't have a chance to come back, and they're making it interesting.
They are.
Another strong move inside by Nicole Post, who has had an outstanding second half now. 15 points in the game for her.
Yeah, I mean, you're down by 22 at the half. You know, you could have said to me, well, maybe this game is over, but they didn't. They have not quit. They've been able to cut that lead to 10. As you mentioned, Post with her 15th point.
Yeah, 13 of them here in the second half. And you had mentioned Ella Georgie, I think 5 of her 8 in this second half. And again, she's been saddled with foul trouble all game long. And we thought the foul trouble was much more severe for the
I don't know where we got extra fouls, but
well, it's our first game too.
That's right.
We're working out the kinks. We've gotten better through the second half.
We have as well. Yeah.
At least we think.
Well, we keep telling ourselves that.
We're going to say that. People at home are shaking their heads saying, "No."
What are they talking about?
Actually, they can't hear us. They turned us off, and we're listening to
Pink Floyd
music. Under a minute to play, a foul is called. That's number 5 on Kalala, so she'll have to come out. You want to foul quickly, but that's not the player that you want to take that quick foul. Beck will check back in as Kalala checks out. McKenzie in the backcourt. Cuts back across. Great
beautiful
dump
time.
off. Chapman drops it in. Post looking for help. Sink comes in and ties it up. Cardinals, no. Pirates will get it on the possession arrow. It's a big steal for Chloe Sink. There's another look at that dish by McKenzie. Again, over to Chapman. Chapman's shot won't fall this time. Rebound out of bounds off the Cardinals. So I would have to imagine that McKenzie is close to double digits in assists.
Yep.
Rebounds, maybe, probably. I'm not sure. Haven't really kept that close a track of that. But she's got to have 4 or 5 or more steals to go along with that. Oh, and she has 32 points.
Yeah, just 32.
Chapman was, or Sadu rather, was left alone underneath, but missed the open look. Cardinals back the other way, back inside to post, reaches around Sadu and scores.
Yeah, Nicole's really had a nice second half here. 17 points on the night, but 15 in the half. And she's been on her game.
12.7 remaining, and the deficit is 10 for the Cardinals.
Well, Cardinals, obviously they don't want to lose the game, and they're down by 10, but they've got to be pretty pleased with the way they've come out and answered here in the second half.
I would certainly think so.
But you don't want to get in a 22-point hole either at the break.
Correct.
Because
and how many times, how many years have we talked about teams that wore the red and black that would have a tendency to dig themselves into those big holes and just not and be talented teams, but end up in so many deep holes that they're just not able to dig out.
Yeah, it makes it
throughout the year.
Makes it very difficult.
Still 1-1 in the boys hockey game. 8.5 minutes to play in the third period. Cardinals trying to kill off a penalty. Right now it looks like being outshot about 30-12. According to that, they do not have a shot in the third period yet. Double duty to keep our fans as up to date on Cardinal sports as possible. McKenzie backs up, waits for the buzzer, and this one ends with a 10-point victory. 32 points for Adalia McKenzie. But for Coon Rapids, Jenny and Tomboy, 24, 17 for Nicole Post. Pretty nice start for them.
Yeah, it really is. And, their strength is going to be those 3 post players along with Kalala at the guard position. And so you like the output from those 2 players. And Georgie, as we talked about, had 8. But she was in, she was in foul trouble most of the game.
Well, I think the Cardinals as a whole were in foul trouble throughout the game. I mean, we did not make up that they were into the double bonus less than midway through that first half.
Correct.
That part we did not imagine. Who they called those fouls against, we may have had a little confused,
exactly.
Even though they have them up on the board over there. I'm going to argue that I can't see it as well. So
that's because you're
that's
old.
on you. But it was we got the first one under our belts. The season that we didn't know would happen is here, and we are on our way. We've got more action for you next